Inside the CPCA, brought to you by the Canadian Professional Chuckwagon Association.
And welcome to Inside the CPCA. I'm Greg Buchanan along with Jamie Laboucane. CPCA wrapping up their season off the track on Saturday with the awards night. And of course the invitations prior to that coming out for the Calgary Stampede. And Jamie Laboucane is one of 11 CPCA drivers off to the greatest outdoor show on earth in July. That'll be trip number 8 on the track for you in Calgary come July.
Yeah, trip number 8 as a driver. I outrode for many years there as well, but yeah, it was great to get that call. We got it a little bit later than we have in past years. So when I finally got that call, it was a big relief.
What does the Calgary Stampede mean to the sport of chuckwagon racing and mean to drivers in the sport to get that invite?
Well, I always like to compare it to hockey or football or something. That'd be like the CFL losing the Grey Cup, or NHL losing the Stanley Cup. If you're not playing for the big championship, and that's what Calgary is, you're not really playing for a whole lot. I'm not saying that our load finals and stuff, but it would take a lot away from the sport, considering that the dash there is 100,000. If you win the aggregate, it's the truck, and not only that, it's just the prestige of winning that event. So it's the biggest thing in our sport.
For yourself, how does things change for you during the off season when you get ready for the Calgary Stampede? As much as you get ready for 3 months, you also get ready for those big 10 days. And the work for those 10 days and work for the summer of racing really begins right now. It is already underway for many.
Oh yeah, like most guys have went out to the racetracks, Winnipeg, went down south to different racetracks, Vancouver, Toronto, different places like that, picked up new horses, picked up new athletes to work in the mix, and already started breaking them, hooking them with workhorses or other older, seasoned thoroughbreds, and getting them ready for the next season, and then turning them out. And then after that, it's a lot of feeding and make sure they're happy, healthy, keeping them trimmed, everything. The work just doesn't end at the end of the season. We take care of these animals all year round.
A lot of spring training goes in, and for many it doesn't start until March or April when the snow disappears. For yourself though, you have something unique, and you exercise your horses pretty well 12 months a year. Maybe explain to the viewing audience what you guys have in St. Walburg.
Well, I invested in what's called an equicizer. It's an 80-foot circle basically, and in the center is a big tower with an electric motor and gearbox that has 6 arms going out, and I can exercise 6 horses at a time. They each got their lane in there, and they're each separated and not tied up. And I have a roof on it, and I can start as soon as I want. I usually don't start till the start of April, just because that's plenty enough time for them. I like to leave them out to be horses as long as they can. But when they come in, they're ready to train, and they love it. They'll line up at the gate to get into that machine. You
finished 5th last year in the CPCA standings. 4 points out of 4th. If you were in that 4th spot, you'd be racing the Canadian Championship. I know those 4 points sometimes can keep a driver up at night. Yeah,
it can, but I just had one of those years where I got rid of some horses, sold it to guys, some older stuff, and I brought in a lot of new stuff, and I really was working at getting this new stuff going, and it really started to pay off at the end of the season, Greg. I had 3 or 4 really nice horses that are really going strong. I had a first-year left-hand leader that was really going well at the end of the year, and a couple of really nice wheel horses as well. Another right-hand leader that's looking phenomenal. So the future looks bright, and I took a chance, and maybe it hurt me last season a little bit, but for the fact that I had so many horses working into that group, to be that close with those adversities, I thought it was a great season. The future looks bright, so I'm looking forward to next season and getting those horses, another year seasoned and seeing what we can do with them.
So Jamie Laboucane off to the Calgary Stampede for 8th time in his career, finishing 5th this past season to CPCA. That is for Inside the CPCA.